Hello, survivors of the apocalypse and veterans of AtomRPG. Welcome back to Trudograd. So, many thanks for the comments. Being a completionist and a curious person, I cannot let the funny dialogue that Arthur promised go to waste. And well, I mean, on the other hand, like, it's a two-edged sword, of course. I mean, we need to get going with something. Yeah. And I feel... Oh, who's that? Is that a passerby? He can just walk through us. Wise men say Wasmer Sensei was trained by Bruce Lee himself. Yeah. So there's some stuff that we can do. And, well, I don't want to be too repetitive, but I checked this one out off camera already. And I feel we should do that. Also, the ladies give us something. Yeah, there is a bonus involved. But, well, I mean, there's of course a strong argument about just going with it. And if I'm missing something, then it's my responsibility and failure, of course. Yeah, that's just as it is. I mean, I am going to explore the game, of course, as much as possible. And actually, you know that I'm a skill check prostitute, right? So, oh, the ladies are not there yet, or what? Yeah, they are showing up after something happens. Yeah, so that's why I went for the speechcraft check. Yeah, I thought that was it, but it wasn't. So, yeah. So let's go in here. And by the way, so there's the widow. This is the widow's house, right? And have a look here. Why is the widow having a condom in her cabinet? I wonder also. Like, her bed is not entirely clean, that good lady. Well, and then also, there's something here. There. Aurora Dzerzhinskaya 2, Blood and Gasoline. We had read the Black Gold of Benzodar, the first book. Well, we are just kleptomaniacs, right? And what's here? Yeah, that's just the flat cap. Sorry, and then the widow. Hello there, good widow. Hello. And over the hill, but still beautiful woman greets us with a nod and prims her hair. Yeah, so we've done this conversation in the last episode, so I'm just clicking through now. Ahem, what happened to you, thou? Oh, so I was robbed. And who are your protectors? Well, I have so many good friends in the city. And what's the story with the robbery? It's painful to think about. I don't think you can take it. Well, who was this robber? Was he ever caught? No, he escaped, though the police said they have a suspect. We shall see. Well, and how did you become a widow? My god, don't even start. Young folks always think they're invincible. Oh, come on. Whatever it is, I can take it. Ah, fine. Since you asked for it, I shall oblige. So, bad things happened, and then suddenly, and he died. Well. Like with a crow in the face, huh? And what do you do for a living? I sew and mend clothes. And what can you tell us about Trudograd? Well, it's not St. Petersburg. Well, I guess so. Never been there, though. And what do you do for a living? Yes, still the mending clothes and writing poems. So she's got a nice and interesting light brownish eye color. That's very interesting. No any juicy rumors? Yes, about the mermix. Well, and then, yeah, that's just it. Also, she has some milk and some pastries there or something. And this is like part of her fridge, huh? By the ice-cold window. The shelf. Well, there's some... I don't want to rob her, actually. Yeah, I don't want to rob her like that. So let's get out of here. So, and then here, there's actually also something that I sort of missed. So this is the... No, it says Wasmer's Dojo. So here. Hello there. Welcome to Wasmer's Dojo. Do you want to learn how to fight? I'm a lover, not a fighter. Now, dojo, you don't look Japanese or Buddhist for that matter. Is that a Japanese word, huh? For a moment, the exotically clad man seems confused, but he eventually pulls himself together and spouts, "Sure, it's Japanese. I'm a bit of a Japanese lad myself, one quarter to be precise. My grandpa actually fought in Manchuria." Ah. So, Manchuria, right. Which side did he fight for? Osmar crosses his arms and looks off into the distance. Our side. Ah, yeah. I see. Could you answer a few questions for me then first? Sure, ask and I'll try to answer. Tell me how you became a martial arts instructor. Have you heard of the Xiaoliai monastery? That's where I underwent my rigorous martial arts training and developed my own unique style. Like Xiaoliai is in Lithuania. You probably meant Shaolin, right? Xiaoliai, Shaolin, who cares? The difference is a couple of letters. The important thing is they had tons of Bruce Lee movies on tape and a working VHS player too. You can't imagine how enlightened I became after watching Fist of Fury for the 100th time. Well, that is certainly an impressive thing if you haven't seen anything like that. Yeah, that's true. And what can you tell us about the city? Trudograd is larger and more civilized than Solncegrad where I lived before, but that doesn't mean it's any better. People here are very secretive. They think only about themselves and their own survival. On the other hand, the city would provide solid protection from the horrors of the wastes. Aha. And how did you become a martial arts instructor? I already told you how I became a sensei. Ah, yeah, well, thanks to Bruce Lee, right? So, do you have any clients here in Trudograd? Yes, I do. Weapons are expensive except for your fists. They cost nothing. Plus, ever since a huge cache of bootleg Hong Kong martial arts films was discovered in a nearby landfill, these skills have become trendy with youngsters. Oh, so then you have a pretty good income here in your living room, huh? Well, good. And have you heard any good rumors lately? I heard a famous writer lives nearby, the author of the Gypsy Head series. As a big fan of her work, her art really, I'm obsessed with the question of who she based her main character on. I guess he must be based on someone I don't know. Let's talk about something else. Oh, I don't recall exactly, like if in the last episode, if we already talked with her, if that was the second last one. But we would not give that one away, right? Because this writer, the lady with the gypsy stories, she trusted us and we shall not break her trust. And speaking of trust, when we run around outside after the training here, I'm going to talk about Minna, or what was her name? The wife of this head merchant. And I would like to say my thanks for the comments in that regard, by the way. So must be based on someone, right? I advise you to stop with the question and get on with the training. If that's so, can you teach me a few moves? No problem, but first let's talk about what you all already know. I will adjust my training based on your current skill level. Vasma takes a huge focus mid from under his couch and asks us to throw a few punches to check our speed and technique. Ora, 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 ora! Is that what they scream in Russia when doing martial arts, I wonder? We deliver several strong blows, varying our technique, and look eagerly at Vasma. He's clearly impressed. He puts the mid away under the couch again. Not bad at all. Looks like you didn't spend your whole life on a couch eating snacks. But even a great fighter needs to train from time to time. Our first session will cost 100 rubles, but it's totally worth it. Yes, we are sure of that. Let's go. 100 rubles. We spend the next 3 hours practicing kicks, headbutts, and good old jabs to the jaw. At the end, we are completely spent, but satisfied. There. Woo, that was a good training. Come back tomorrow if you wish to study more. Yeah, I'll need the rest. But by the way, do you know why your name is written in this here notebook? We show him Verbalski's notebook, he studies it closely, then simply shrugs and gives it back. How strange. It looks like a roster of Solnzegrad's diaspora. Even that criminal scumbag Trubachev is in there. But what it means, I have no damn clue. Well, okay then. The only thing that's clear is that nothing is clear. Gotta go. But thanks. So, and we've got 5 points in martial arts. That's great. I love it to get additional points. Modifiers +1. Yeah. Right, so adds a head smashing and a roundhouse attack for bare hands and feet. Well. And then let's get out of here. Let's not be impolite and close the door. There. And then over here. Yeah, we need to pick up Hexogen. So. And there is indeed an additional line or two that we missed last time. So he's... I think he's got the same spots on his bed, huh? Maybe we should ask him about that widow. Like, that could point to the same routine, if you know what I mean. So, there, our old acquaintance. My oh my, if it isn't my long-lost hair, my blessed wonder, my hot-tempered offspring. Finally, we meet again. The prodigal son returns to visit his withered and decrepit old father. Hexogen, what are you doing here? You are not withered and decrepit, buddy. So you didn't come to visit? My fragile sentimental hopes, my poetic vision for a new world order, my soul's longing for immortality through transformative literature. All gone, destroyed as thoroughly as if by nuclear strike. And all because my dear son has forgotten about me once again. It hurts. Oh, Supreme Soviet, it hurts so damn much. Hexogen, come on, no need for the drama. It's good to see you, Hex. Come on, give me a hug. Loving and hugging. We exchange a fierce back-slapping hug with the old man. So, what's new with you? Tell me everything. Well, you know, found a job, started a family, become a grown-up. Yeah. Let's say this one right now, because last time we said this. Oh, like father, like son. If you forget that part about being gainfully employed and having a family. Otherwise, the two of us are indistinguishable. Oh, I'm already looking forward to dandling my first grandchild on my knee. But hold on a second. How are my other two sons doing? You know, old Chrome Dome Fidel and that wacky Alexander. Well, as far as I know, Fidel went north to fight Sioma Voronok, and Alexander left Atom for parts unknown, said he wanted to travel and show his triceps, right? The young lions, no better way to describe them. The first, he of the radically receding hairline, a miserable informant for a shady government organization. And the other, a potential enemy of the state whose brain is the home of a parasite. Yes, my heart swells with love for them. Good God bless their souls. Yeah, and what about you? I see you've got a new flat, yeah. Yes, I did. What, did you come here to kick me out of my own place? Planning to send your old man to a nursing home and keep the apartment for yourself? No way. All my real estate papers are secured in the independent Wasteland bank in a safe with a 5-digit combination lock. But I promise, as soon as you give me grandchildren, I'll transfer the title to your name. After that, you can kill me for all I care. Crucify me, even. Yeah, noted, Hexogen. It's just that I thought this was Professor Goryachev's place, you know? Goryachev sold me this apartment and disappeared. What? And what was his reason for selling? His reasons were utter nonsense, my child. He stuttered and mumbled like a half-wit, eyes wandering all over the place. He kept looking behind his back like a paranoid. Too many people know where I live. I need to lay low. Stuff like that. Was there anything unusual about his behavior otherwise? Sure, his petty nitpicking about every little plot discrepancy. The man is a total boor, obsessed with his belief in the superiority of hard sciences over the elegant and refined liberal arts. A hallmark of his type, an uncultured intellectual heathen. Well, that, and the fact that he constantly complained about being followed. A case study in paranoia, if you ask me. Why would anyone want to follow him? Professor, my ass. And well, you seem to be rather upset, right? Usually you would never say such a thing, like swearing. Well, how did you two meet? Our meeting was as unpoetic as the man himself. I saw his ad for his for this place glued to a fence. Unwilling, and frankly unable, to keep squandering my fortune on a hotel room, I decided to pay him a visit. Well, actually, Hexogen, like, your share of our loot from, you know, our last big mission, I guess it was a wise investment, you know, to get your own apartment. So that was actually rather smart. Better than drinking it away, you know, and giving it to some certain... a certain type of lady, you know. But well, what was your relationship like with this guy? Oh, my dear sweet summer child, what relationship could Jupiter have with the common bull? How does a modern-day Homer relate to a Neanderthal oozing vulgarity and turpitude? What could I possibly have to discuss with a slave to the dull cult of quantum physics? So, without getting into too much detail, we had drinks together sometimes and played checkers. And do you have any idea where he might be now? I'll tell you the same thing an innkeeper once told me, the same innkeeper who used to hide his pre-war vodka as soon as he saw me entering his tavern, serving me nothing but that cheap swill from Trudograd's breweries. He said, I'm not selling my cozy and stylish apartment in the center of town and hiding away in a safe house just to share my new address with every fool who asks. Can you believe it? He had the audacity to say that to my face. Well, this is certainly intriguing. You betcha, and the intrigue doesn't end there. How can one hide his best rings and never extend a kopeck of credit to his most loyal customer? Well, Hexogen, you know, maybe he even saved your life with that, though. But well, I think I've heard enough. I need to think this over. As we start to turn away, old Hexogen stops us with a mournful cry. Oh, wait a second, son, wait, my dear. What? Yeah, I'm listening. You're here on a mission, correct? Come now, no use dissembling with your old man. I can see right through you. What do you say we bring back the good old days? Go on a dangerous and thrilling adventure together, father and son reunited. Well... yeah, are you sure you've got money and your own apartment? You look pretty comfortable here. Money means nothing to me, it's just dust. And after the failure of my second Trudograd book, there isn't as much of this dust as I'd like. You know? What? What was your first Trudograd book about? What do you mean, what was it about? It was about the adventures we had, you and I. What the? Are you out of your damn mind? It was a secret mission, Hexogen. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Anyway, I changed the story slightly, adding a female agent, Marfa Kadjevna, as my love interest, and a chapter on how we've been rebuilding the USSR and colonizing what's left of the United States. Any story worth writing is worth embellishing. Any real author will tell you this. Okay, well, colonizing the United States, huh? Well, fine. Fine, whatever. I could use some help, you know? So let's go. With a heavy heart, we allow... What? No, we cherish his companionship, actually. So, yeah. The consequences we shall see another day, though. So then, I'm glad the game didn't crash. So here we go. And, yeah, well, what I did before, right? Now I have to do everything again. But maybe, yeah. Yeah, well. So, survival. We took both of these. The armor, right? Avoiding knockdown. We took the oaken skin, the pockets. Yeah, this one was also pretty good, the deep pockets. Exercise. Yeah, well, the resistance, he doesn't care about the resistance. HP restoration while resting, plus 40%. That's, on the other hand, that's actually pretty good. But well, Plate Master, yeah, the Juggernaut. And the Monster Lore Expert. That was something I wanted. And then definitely here the Praetorian. Yeah, and what did we have? Oh, yeah, by the way, like he had the martial arts. Yeah. That's why I wanted to give him the Bone Breaker. There, and then we had the Dodge Master, right? well, and for him the Street Fighter would also be a good thing, I guess. But let's go up. Supersonic Fist, knockdown chance is increased. Can dodge for every 5% of missing health points. Yeah, that's actually also good. Being a little bit more tanky. Pain, critical hit when hitting a knocked out or panicky opponent. 100% of the chance of an especially violent finishing move happening. Well, I think that's actually not so bad. While the adrenaline rush is also pretty good, I guess. So, well, then let's have that, definitely. Then we had the automatic firearms, right? I gave him the, here, this one, the Bretteur pistol for some more pistol damage. Oh yeah, and while we wanted him, while we wanted him to have the skill points per level, yeah, that's the thing. And he's not going to craft, but this might give a discount. I'm not sure if this is for the party. He's not going to read any books, but discount when buying food and alcohol. And more importantly, in the inventory, these items weight 50% less, so that's the thing. And then here, skill points and ability points, each level, so there. That is the thing. Effective training. Oh yeah, and he needs to get more experience. There. And yeah, VIP. Not sure if this is actually working for the party. I would think so. So let's just take that. Let's just take that. So let's do it like this. So we are just doing that decision there and saving the game. So Hexogen is on board. And then we go here. And there, hello there. Valerian? Valerian? Yes, it is I, his friend. Is he not home? So, and then... Yeah, we did this last time, I just clicked through now. So please forgive me. Ah, the police. Where did he go, unless you are at liberty to disclose that? Well, I'd be happy to help you, you know. Ah, you are so honorable and noble. Yes, we are. Tell us a little bit about our friend, your husband. Aha, he's the nicest man. Yeah. Well, that's not enough. What else can you tell us? She contemplates a little. All right, I totally forgot some other people came by before you. They were also asking about Valerian. What people I need to know. But, well, first tell me more about your husband. Oh, he's not only the nicest man, he sometimes drinks. Oh, I see. And what kind of men were looking for him? Some suspicious-looking thugs. When I realized something wasn't quite right, I slammed the door on them. Well, and what did you tell them? Nothing much. I slammed the door on them in their noses. And do you know where they went? No, they didn't tell me, because I slammed the door into their grubby faces. Where else could he have gone? He was playing to meet up with two of his friends, Jacek and Stefan Snowdrop. What can you tell me about Jacek? He's probably a better person than others. And Stefan? Oh, I don't like him. He's a pathetic little drunk. Oh god, please talk to them. Maybe they know what's going on. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, Hexogen didn't have anything to add. So, and then let's go for the old ladies. Oh, there. We're exiting the building, burdened by our failure to learn anything regarding the whereabouts of the elusive Professor Goryachev when an unshaven man appears before us. He quickly takes 2 last dregs of the ciggy and pastes on a greasy smirk, his version of a friendly and inviting smile. So this is a crook, that's for sure. How do you do? Oh, I'm not interrupting anything. You see, I have a proposition. Let's cock our head to one side. There's this rumor going around that you're searching for Professor Goryachev. I have some intel I'd love to offer you in exchange for a small favor, of course. I need you to accompany me to a certain little kerfuffle. What? Where did you hear that? Have you been following me? I noticed you as soon as you arrived in Trudograd. People like you, by which I mean experienced adventurers who won't skip on a dangerous yet lucrative errand, are rare, but I have a trained eye. Thanks for the compliment, I guess, but... well... fine. I noticed you never answered my question. About Goryachev, well, I kind of overheard your conversation. The walls around here are paper thin and the cracks are huge. I learned you were looking for the professor, so I decided I'd help you with him. Find him in exchange for a favor, of course. How disturbing. So there I was, scribing intellectually stimulating works of literature, and all the while the scoundrel sat behind the wall and listened to my amazing monologues and less than amazing ramblings? Nah, today was the first time I tuned in, honest to God. Well, fine. And what makes you think I'll work for Intel alone? Naturally, I won't pay you with just information. You'll get a cut off the take and some loot besides. What do you say? Well, I say this. I need to hear your proposal first. That's the spirit. Listen, I won't beat around the bush. I'm planning a robbery and I need companions. The victims are all criminals, so your conscience won't trouble you at all. There's good money in it and no police will be involved. What bandit calls the cops when he's robbed, eh? Well, so you just spilled your whole plan to a stranger just like that? Amazing, but I'll need more details. No problem. What do you want to know? So now we know that he's probably a crook and he's also not too smart, but, well, I mean, maybe he indeed has this trained eye, right? Well, first things first, who are you planning to rob? Blood sports with animals are legal in Trudograd, but unlike in Paragon, all winnings are subject to tax, and let me tell you, the tax is huge. That's why some smartasses organize secret blood sport arenas to avoid the honor of paying out the city's budget. Well, they still have to pay bribes, but even legal establishments pay those. Hey, I'm planning to rob one such place. These guys organize cockfights and there's always tons of cash around. They are also having some problems right now, so no one will avenge them if they happen to run into some bad luck. Us. Okay, and how do I know your intel on the professor is genuine? Well, you'll just have to trust me on that. I did some business with the old geezer. Is that so? Well, and by the way, who are you exactly? I'm a man of great perception. I see opportunities where a lesser man sees nothing. My street name is Pencil. Agree to my proposition. I'm really wrong. Well, and what's the loot gonna be? It's gonna be big. Tell me, what sum would you consider good money? Well, you know, so and last time I took 1,000 rubles, which under these circumstances is probably good money. But let's take 100,000 now. Multiply that number by 10 and throw in an extra few grand. That's how much we're talking about. Yeah, sure. 100,000 rubles. 100,000 rubles our buttocks, right? But now we know that there's something shady going on. But let's follow up on this one. Yeah, aren't you worried we'll rat you out? I have a good feeling about you, kid. There's always a risk, but my motto is who dares wins, and I'm willing to dare. Okay, so we've heard enough. Let's get on. Looky here, I'm the brains of the operation. You're my right-hand man. What we are lacking is a getaway driver and a skilled safecracker. I'll give you the rest of the plan once we get a hold of these guys. The driver, Mika the Wheel, can be found near the city gates. He'll be out fiddling with his clunker. Safecracker Lyoka, the lab assistant, can be found at the scrap quarter. I'll go recruit one and you get to the other. To save time, you know. Hold on, mister. What are you responsible for exactly? The man points at his forehead and beams with self-importance. For the plan, my friend, the whole operation. Don't worry, as soon as you convince one of our future companions to join, I'll fill you in on the rest. Okay, but what am I so responsible for in this plan? You're the muscle of our operation. There's huge adventuring potential in you, kid, and that's exactly what we need. But before I give you the details, you have to help me gather the rest of the team. Okay, well, then we'll go talk to the safecracker. Great, you can find Lyoka the lab assistant in the scrap quarter. He makes locks for the locals. You reel him in and I'll try my luck with the getaway driver. When you're done, go straight to the Trudograd outskirts. We'll be waiting for you at the inn. By the way, I just, just don't fuck me over, okay? I just realized that it might have been smarter that we talk with the getaway driver, because this guy might make a deal with them and then they leave us behind or something. But well... and there are the ladies now, huh? Only thing left for us is to die a slow, agonizing death. And they all have pretty good backpacks, by the way. I was wondering why they have that. Today all is familiar, but tomorrow things may be very different. Yeah, they are very wise, these ladies here, huh? The three old ladies are sitting on a bench having a lively discussion while sharing some roasted sunflower seeds. Who knows? Perhaps they have some valuable information. Well... Why are you sitting here, you old bag? Scram before I punch you in the Gullivers. Now, ahem. Have you heard anything about a railgun, dear ladies? Let's say that. A rail what now? And who are you exactly, dearie? My eyes are old. They don't see much. No. Do you know him? Why, you are confusing the poor thing. Demidovna, such a friendly young man, came to ask our help. Just as I always say, young people these days are very polite. Right, Martinovna? Oh, they are very polite, sure. Until you turn your back on them. That's when they axe you to death. Well, he's in front of us at the moment, so not to worry. Did you want anything, dearie? Don't scoff at us because we're old. We can give you sound advice and point you wherever you're looking to go. Well, you know, do you know anything about the railgun or not? Only trams go on rails around here, and I'm glad to say they're always on time, just like before the war. Just like before the war, right. Except the ticket prices aren't pre-war at all. It now costs so much to ride the tram that no honest person would allow himself the luxury. Now it's only used by those Nova-rich show-offs. They are not show-offs, they are entrepreneurs. I, for one, don't envy them at all. Do you know how good you have to be at math in order to keep your own company afloat? And then there's the constant threat of gangsters shaking you down. Terrible. In other words, dearie, we know nothing about any railgun. Sorry. Okay, well, I never heard of Professor Goryachev. Sure, everybody has heard about him. He died not too long ago. Died like he lived in a drunken haze. Yes, sadly, I can confirm this. Dr. Harkachov is no longer with us. He was destroyed by the vices of the 21st century. Methanol, antiseptic mouthwash, and cheap tobacco. Oh, and he was such an educated fellow, too. Why are you filling this young man's ears with nonsense? He was asking about Prorector Abuchanov, and here you are talking about dead doctors. Anatoly Gennadievich Abuchanov is alive and well. He'll live to be 100. I promise you, the worst ones always do. Oh, you should have said that straight away. And here I was thinking about old Harkachov, Hardy Harkachov they used to call him, before he died of the croup. Well, okay. Any sights I should see while I'm in the stop. Can you tell me anything about the inverter factory then? What? The interior of the factory? Speak up. My hearing isn't what it used to be. Nothing is. Integral. The integral factory. Finally finished going deaf. Demidovna? He said inverter, girl. That was a factory here in Trudograd. I remember it like it was yesterday. My sister's husband worked there, bless his soul. Ah, the one that got drunk and stuck his fist in the machinery? Nice factory that was, if people like him worked there. Oh, for the love of God, don't speak ill of the dead. Quiet down, you two. The interior factory, eh? Nope, I don't know anything about any interiors. I see, well... And any sights we should see while we are in the city? Ah, there are plenty. The big Trudograd theater, which sadly closed down for good. The Roman La Croix opera also closed and condemned too. Oh, how embarrassing. Are all the city's hotspots closed down for good? Yes, and the ones not yet condemned or knocked down soon will be. Even the city market. Where did I get this information, you ask? From my most trusted source, Petrovna. What really needs to be shut down and condemned is Petrovna's big mouth. As for local sites, you should go to the tourism bureau. They will surely help you out. If only I could remember where they are located. Nowhere, they were closed years ago. In that case, we must collectively wash our hands of the issue, dearie. Well, we see. We are not going to learn anything. Have a good day, ladies. We're turning to leave when the three old ladies all start babbling manically at the same time. Where do you think you're going when we have some questions of our own? Yes, our grandkids visit us so rarely, and when they do, they don't tell us anything. We just sit here day after day like canaries on a perch. Let this delightful youngster go. We are 1 foot in the grave and you still want to listen to news? Here's some news for you. Soon the cost of our medications will go up again. How will we live then? Oh, that bit of news is frightful. You young folks never stop to think about things like that. But when you're feeble and decrepit and your feet hurt even when you are sitting down, what then? Well, what will we do when medicine becomes even more expensive? Not only that, old age comes to everyone eventually, and then there will be no more fun in their lives. You know, what else is no laughing matter? Petrovna slipping on the ice. She sprained her ankle, the left one I think it was, or was it the right? Yes, I'm 50% sure it was the left. That's quite a serious injury at her age. Oh, I didn't know. How did she manage to do that? Was it in the scrap quarter? When the cold hit, there was ice everywhere. Nobody looks after the streets over there. Nobody wants to do street cleaning work or labor. Everybody wants to be either a bandit or a merchant nowadays. Or even worse, an adventurer. Oh, God save us. Well, you know, I don't agree in principle. Just like my late husband, bless his soul, so contentious. Oh, don't give us that sass. We are talking to you like to a fellow human being, and all you do is act obstinate. Of course, it's just what you'd expect from a drug addict. Oh, forgive me, ladies, you won't believe it, but the young monster was actually raised by mutant wolves. I took pity on this modern-day Mowgli after finding him in a mud wallow during a hike. He was just standing there far out in the woods, completely naked, in line at a vodka kiosk. Can you imagine? Yes, we can. Just look at his wolfish grin, and my, what sharp teeth he has. Really, we are not just talking nonsense here, we are sharing valuable information. Oh, something I wanted to ask. Is it true the bandits are creating an army up north? Well, we don't really know. We'd tell you more if we knew more. Yeah, but, we estimate that they are planning to invade Trudograd and sheaf everyone, yeah. Aha, I've been warning people about this for ages, even before the war, and did either of you two stubborn she-donkeys believe me? Well, do you believe me now? Oh, spare me, girlfriend. There were no northerners before the war. We all lived together as one big happy family. Oh yeah, Nonna, is that so? I don't know about that. Cherbakoul, Kopeisk, Troitsk, those places have always been to the north of us as far as I can remember. Well, Dimidovna, are you sure that they didn't shift their place? But well, and the war hasn't changed their attitude at all. A bunch of scofflaws and no else. You were wrong, girls. My son-in-law was from the north, an amazing man, an athlete and a skilled carpenter. Remember him? Oh, bless his soul, he was a real working Joe. Varnished my closet doors almost for free, but he was a bit of a tosspot too. Well, be that as it may, after seeing what alcohol did to the older generation, the young ones are much more careful about drinking. What do you think about alcohol, young man? Well, you know, my name is Hardball and I am an alcoholic. I am absolutely anti-alcohol abuse. Ban all alcohol, I say. Now, you know, I'll drain a shot or two on special occasions, you know, like, for example, if we need to shift heavy boulders and I need an additional strength point or something, you know. Killing yourself slowly, huh? That's how every alcoholic starts. First, they only drink on special occasions. 5 minutes later and boom, They wake up barefoot in a ditch somewhere with a strange ache in their backsides. Yeah, well, I guess that's quite possible. Well, especially the strange ache in their backsides, in their buttocks. But well, true. What kind of occasion calls for drinking poison? Tell him about your son-in-law, Demidovna. Yeah, he used to drink like a fish. Drank and abused my sweet daughter. Called her fat, even manhandled her a few times. Thank God he went to a hypnotherapist and got rid of the urge. He still didn't go off his own free will, mind you, but only after the local prison made him. Oh, goodness. I wonder what she means with manhandled. Hopefully not like with the guy. Oh yeah. We have to talk about that and the wife, yeah. Since then, the strongest thing he'll touch is buttermilk, and even that just 1 glass per year on his birthday. He cries as he drinks it, mind you. Tears of happiness. Yeah, buttermilk can be very refreshing, that's true, yeah. I don't know for sure what actually fixed his urge. Was it really a miracle, or was it Dr. Myasnikov's hypnosis technique with the caning and the spanking? What do you think, dearie? Does science answer all questions in life? Well, you know, science, it's a difficult question. Mystical experiences can sometimes be debunked by facts and logic. I have seen things you people won't believe. You wouldn't believe. There's stuff in the wastes that I doubt even pre-war science could have explained. Someone's been reading books. I don't even know how to argue with you now. As soon as young rowdies like this one get their hands on their beloved drugs, they all become smart. Philosophers like you belong in the gulag. Oh God, Martinovna. You seem to be a very harsh woman, huh? A very harsh Soviet. A Soviet woman threatening us with the gulag. Again with the drugs. What vulgarity. Puffed. Well, what a useless conversation. Well, now let's keep our mouths shut. Let's have them talk. Why debate this baloney magic science? Who cares about these silly things? I have to get to my go get my beggar's handout from the post office, by which I mean the remnants of my hard-earned pension. You're right about the size of our pensions, Martinovna. What did you expect? It's capitalism. The government disposes of the elderly like so much trash and gives opportunities to greedy scoundrels like this one over here. Just look at this mug. Looks like he wants to eat us whole. Well, you ladies, you know, like the elderly being, you know, transported off somewhere, yeah, in surviving Mars, you know, there is indeed such an issue. Yeah, surviving Mars, I just say. You can watch it yourselves, if you can watch YouTube. Don't mind so much, girls, as if communism wouldn't have fared any better. If this were a communist city, only the government would have production and distribution rights. We'd have died of starvation with those paper pushers in charge. What's your opinion, dearie? Socialism or capitalism? Which one is better? Well, you know, capitalism makes businesses compete in the free market, which leads to industrial, social and economic progress. That is certainly a fact, to a degree at least, huh? But that doesn't tell our opinion. I don't know about you, but I'm way into communism, comrades, right? No, well, I think it's actually like this. Trudograd has a little bit of both, and you know what? It works. Did our leading citizens really find the middle ground between the old and the new? You are the first person to ever suggest such a thing. Oh God, thanks so much for reminding me. I need to get to my granddaughter's christening in Malaysia on the 1st of the next month. Or was it by the 10th or 11th? Oh no, you're so forgetful. They'd never make you an agent of Atom. You'd forget all the special weird radio frequencies. Hush, as if this atom organization even exists. It's nothing but a fairy tale for bored adults, right, dearie? Why are they suddenly talking about Atom? Atom, huh? Well, Atom, ho ho ho! That's crazy talk. Me? I'm not from Atom. No, sir. Well, I don't know. There's no smoke without fire, though. I can't say I'm entirely sure. The three old ladies look at one another and shake their heads in disapproval. We peer back at them. Oh! I hope we didn't fail a test now. Good. Never break the oath of secrecy, not even as a joke. Even though it's obvious to anyone over the age of 7 that you're a secret atom agent with your constant running around, asking questions, taking on assignments, etc., etc. You still showed great discretion by not saying it right out loud on the street. Yeah, although you don't blend in with the locals at all. Training, training and more training. That's what you need. If that's what they are teaching you at the base these days, Atom is in a lot of trouble. Hold on, are you from Atom? I don't know what you're talking about. We're just funning with you. It's clear as day this so-called Atom doesn't even exist. If you ask 3 different people what they think this organization does, you'd get 3 different answers. It's all humbug, nothing but an urban legend. Oh girls, I think this young man's losing his mind listening to our old lady ramblings. You're tired, huh? Then go. Why'd you even stop to talk to old gals like us in the first place? Here, take a handful of sunflower seeds and a chocolate bar for the road. It will make your day taste a little sweeter, eh, dearie? The old ladies continued chatting as if we never interrupted them. Gee, thanks, I guess. Okay. You're frightening me with your conversation. Oh, sunflower seeds. Nibbling fried sunflower seeds is considered a meditation in the Wasteland. Plus 20 tinkering, nice. But minus 1 attention. Okay. And Alexander chocolate. Like Alexander the Great or something. This chocolate bar is a real rarity in the Waste. The label depicts a corpulent young man with a look blurred by unknown thoughts. Minus 1000 hunger, that's good. So this could be our iron ration. Plus 1 endurance and plus 1 in dexterity. However, after 30 minutes, minus 2 action points, alright? Or maybe something before a grand battle. So, and here we are, and now we are actually with more conversation and way more experience and more things in our backpack. We are at the same spot like last time. So, and well, unfortunately, guys and girls, looking at the time, I think we need to end the episode here also. You probably didn't notice it, but I had another crash in the middle of the conversation. But fortunately not in the middle of me talking, so I think I can do that in a way that it's not even too noticeable. Well, and then what happens in this interesting building with the barrel that crashed through this little roof here, we'll see in the next episode. That's very true. I also heard there's a potato famine coming. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. We had a good training. And well, I know that I did it a little bit differently here, but I feel... Oh, what's this? We are weak. And we are hungry. Yeah, well, can't help that right now. But by the way, we had some points, right? Did I actually... Yeah. I feel we keep them for the moment, and if we come to something where we can get the skill check, then I'm going to invest them. So... Yeah. Okay then, so many thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, please do click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Hit the bell so you never ever miss an episode again. And if you want to share your thoughts, feelings, tips and tricks or anything else that's on your mind, please do so in the comment section. Oh, and I wanted to talk about the wife. That's what happens if the game crashes. It always totally wrecks my concentration. And it always takes a while to get everything running again. And yeah, every crash cost me like 10 minutes or so. I wanted to talk about, I think it was Minna, right? So this, the woman, the wife that was actually cheating on her husband and would have done so with us. Yeah, many thanks for your comment. So I totally agree that it would be certainly a very special sort of or category of evil behavior, firstly, to cheat with that woman on her husband and then go and tell the husband. Yeah, so that's certainly a bad thing. And that's why I also agree that we are not doing that. We are not going to do that. Thinking back, I think it would have been nice to actually try and reject her. I think that's the best thing you can do in such a situation. And then tell the husband, actually, because he has a right to know, in my opinion. Yeah, and well, I met a guy once who was on, who had a different opinion on such matters, actually, because that guy said that a person like the cheater who cheats with the cheating partner is actually an important factor, because this one is already breaking up bad relationships. Yeah, so the person wouldn't cheat if the relationship wasn't bad. Yeah, to a degree, or maybe just the person just you know, in this case the woman is just a low quality woman, and then it's actually better if they cheat and you know, and then it's clear that this relationship won't work out, and then they break up. I personally am of a different opinion than this guy, because I think that people need to find out on their own, because it's also a matter of maturity. Yeah, and if you have the experience and maturity at some point, hopefully you're not so traumatized that you are not able to start a new partnership again. Yeah, but you need to find out for yourself and then be strong enough to end that with such a person. But you need to find the strength in yourself, and if there's just this other factor from outside, I personally think that it's actually not so good. Yeah, not so ideal for the personal development of the involved partners. Yeah, but that's just my personal opinion. So I feel the best thing that we could and should have done would have been to tell the woman, well, okay, we are flattered. Yeah, but she also admitted that she wanted to, you know, just because the guy wasn't there. Yeah, so that's certainly a low quality woman. Yeah. The guy wasn't a bad husband or anything. At least we didn't get any information on that one. Yeah, so he didn't beat her up or anything. Yeah, or didn't cheat on her or anything. He was just not there for a while because of his job. So, and then because she's bored or something, she just starts to cheat. So that's what would qualify as a very low quality woman, in my opinion. Yeah, or in general a low quality person, a low quality partner. Yeah, and I think the best choice would have been to tell that, to reject that, to tell her, no, okay, well, we are flattered, but no thanks. And then tell the guy, because he has the right to know, although he probably knows it already, but still, yeah. And I think it's also, it would be helpful to get such advice, actually, or this information, just someone to tell, okay, come on, that is not the right person. But then again, the partner, if he or she is not ready to break up, yeah, because of a lack of maturity or a lack of sufficiently bad experiences, then he won't just break up. He will just always hope that things will develop positively, yeah, until he realizes that people don't really change, usually. Yeah, or only in very few cases. And there was another crash. So my thought was, like, unless someone has a person he or she can totally trust, you know, like to a degree where you say, okay, well, I don't have so much life experience or something, and I do trust that this person has and gives me sound advice. Yeah, then it might be the right thing to say, okay, well, then I'm just breaking up. And because I trust that other person more than I even trust my own judgment and my hopes in this relationship or something, yeah? Or this person I'm having the relationship with. But well, yeah. But well, what do you think? Let's discuss this. Yeah, but my take is that in general I feel that it's like for the personal development, while painful, it's usually better and necessary to make your own experiences. and to find the way, you know, until all your hope is shattered, literally. Yeah, I mean, and then of course it's necessary to build up the strength to go on, and that's where some people might risk the life failure, where they are so damaged that they say, okay, no, I'm never going to have a relationship again or anything, and that's of course very bad. Yeah, but if you have the strength, or you should not go to that point where you go beyond your strength, that you can cope with it anymore. Yeah, but well, that's just my take on that. Well, what do you think? That is the thing. So, and well, in the next episode we are going on, and we are going to explore these other places here. Very interesting and weird with all the pipes on the outside of the building. I guess that's easier to build, but that's actually, like, if this is a heat system, then it would be wiser to put this on the inside, right? Because then the warmth stays on the inside, and now it's just outside the walls, and it heats the air a little bit. Yeah. Also, if this is water, then it will freeze way easier. So I don't know who had the idea to build something like that. Is that, like, if anybody knows something, is that how in the Soviet Union some buildings were built? I hope not. But well, so we are continuing next time then. Many thanks for watching. For this, that's a tough looking guy, but he's got this other backpack there, you know. And we are continuing the next one. Many thanks, and see you then.